This is Radio Talk. I'm convinced that social media controls our emotions. It does. It does. It has made us very, sophisticated in our psychology, our neurology, in our influence, and this this controls our emotions whether we like it or not. This is achieved through a combination of engineering and biological exploitation on social media dynamics. And the companies, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, they're built on controlling our dopamine hits. Platforms are designed to trigger the brain's reward system, specifically through the release of dopamine. Variable rewards, dopamine crashes, brain structure changes, and these are all negative factor for the long-term being of our civilization. The algorithm is an emotional steering mechanism that works around your brain. So now if you have a negative bias towards the world, the algorithm um, controls its narrative around that certain mind frame that you hold. If you have an emotional connotation with the world, the algorithm adapts to that. If you have a positive notion between the yourself and the world, the algorithm adapts to that also. So whatever it is that you think about in your mind, the algorithm will manifest in the digital format. And in a weird way, it's psychological manipulation because it gives you the illusion of fear, gives you the illusion of control and status and influence, and it gives us this social comparison that is just not real in the real world. That's why a lot of people who have a lot of following in social media, specifically on any social media platform, you meet them in real person, they're not the same individual. It's almost as if their social media page is just a facade, a face that they have to carry, an illusion they have to carry to fit in to the world's dynamics and the world's social proof. And that fear creates doubt, and that doubt creates a lot of mental health risk because you are trying to obtain to something that is not necessarily real in the real world. Because a lot of people buy their followers. A lot of people don't get this. A lot of the girls and the guys you follow who you kind of admire, they buy their followers. Even celebrities buy their followers. They do. How can one individual have 550 something million individuals following them? It's impossible. It's impossible. Social media is a fake facade and it's ruining our connectivity and our social cues and social bubbles and social interactions with one another. We can't make friends with one another the way we used to when we were children, especially when you have a phone and you're comparing followers and likes to someone else's page who doesn't know you. And it's not it's not related to anything that is a part of yourself. So what I'm basically saying is you can't tell me that you have a better personality than your best friend because you have more following than him, you have more likes than him. But that is the age we've come to. We've come to the age of, if I have more social proof and more social influence than you, then I clearly am an important figure. Knowing that I've bought bots to follow me, knowing that I've bought and I've subscribed to subscriptions to follow me. I mean, half of the females you see on social media are on filters and makeup that 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 basically strategically processes their body in a frame where it's not realistic. Then you see them in person, then you get catfished. Why is that? Because their social media platform runs their emotion. They have to show you a facade because they don't love themselves enough to show you their real self. And that's because of the influence, the social media comparison, that they've triggered a dopamine hit to create this illusion to show the world so that just so that they can be accepted. They have to modify their bodies with filters just to feel accepted. And now guys are doing it. You see, just to feel accepted, just to feel wanted, just it's an attention seeking circle, one that destroys our well-being long term, because the human brain wasn't designed to sit on a screen scrolling all day. We were designed to create, we were designed to socialize, we were designed to move our bodies and be mobile and scatter across the world through journeys. But we can't even scatter across the world without using this screen to show the world that we're traveling, to show the world that we're living life. Attention seeking. Of course, there's companies and corporations that use social media to promote themselves. But back in the day, how people promoted themselves was going to other people and socializing. Now we rely on an app to have to portray what it is we do, who we are, and how we should be accepted by the world. It's complete bullshit. And in my opinion, this society, this age we're living in is the most weakest it's ever been because of social media. We lack emotional control because of social media. We lack empathy because of social media. We lack the range to even hold a conversation because of social media. The fear of not of being forgotten, the fear of not being an influencer is what's making the human brain decay. And this is why I believe social media controls our emotions. Thank you for watching.